Did you finish? Okay. Now, look at your product. Look at your product you drew and think for a moment. And as you did yesterday, you just express your feelings in writing and give it a title and send it to me through WhatsApp. Yeah. First, look at your drawings, your product, and think for a moment and express your feelings in writing. Yeah. And give it a title and send it to me through WhatsApp. Let's start. Please send your feelings in writing and your picture. After, you will express your feelings. Yeah. 오케이. Please here again. Okay. Again. We need one more artwork. Actually, two more. Again, please close your eyes again and think, what kind of tree am I? What kind of tree am I? Tree. What kind of tree am I? And open your eyes. Then again, draw a painting or picture. Also, I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay. Now, finally, I want you to express yourself as an animal. Please express yourself as animal. Yeah. You just think, what kind of animal am I? Yeah. So after 2 minutes, we'll start talking. Okay. So now let's breathe for a moment. Deep breath. Can you do deeply breath? And let's make talking or presentation one by one. Let us express what kind of flower I am, what kind of animal I am, what kind of tree I am. Yeah. Let's make a presentation or talking one by one. Who will be the first? Okay. Now I have. Okay, patience.
I don't know the name of my flower, but
Yeah.
here is my flower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, my flower, as you can see, it has a green color, and a yellow color, and red. So I wrote that there's light. There's light. It is spreading happiness and joy. Then the green part of my flower, it represents peace. Should I continue
Yeah, you should.
to the other part? Okay. They said you should draw a tree. What was the question? Yeah, tree. A tree. Here is my tree.
Yeah.
My tree, it's bearing beautiful fruits. All things that we do need to be fruitful, especially if you are in a helping profession. Like for me, I'm a social worker. The work you do will bear fruits to the ones that you are helping. Yes, bear beautiful fruit, not just fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, say my fruit are beautiful.
Very beautiful.
The last one.
Yeah.
One. It's a cat. Here's my cat.
So cute.
Yeah, a cat's nature. It knows its enemies. Like a cat likes to stay on its lane. Like I easily get offended. So that's why in my nature I easily get angry and then I tend to react. Just as I draw yourself as a cat. So yeah, I'm a cat.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Now I have Precious. Sunflower.
Okay. Yes, sunflower. I drew a sunflower.
Beautiful.
Sunflowers, they always follow the movement of the sun, and they are warm and open. So I feel like I always follow the energy and the warmness of the sun. And it's because it's also tall. And I like that it's always reaching out and seeking warm energies, something that is positive. It's always seeking something that is positive and warm. I always relate to that. I always feel that attracts me, the sun, the warmness, the light. That's something that I like about the sunflower, and I relate to it. And I also like the fact that it has some sort of bubbling personality that it portrays. So I always feel like I am a bubbling personality because I always draw from it. Yeah, okay. Second one is the tree. This is my tree. Wow, it's very well. It goes up because I was trying to draw a eucalyptus tree.
Eucalyptus tree.
Yeah, because the eucalyptus tree is tall. It's almost like a gum tree. We call it a gum tree in the country. So it's always just grows taller, and it provides shelter for other trees, and then people. And it smells great. And it can be used for medical purposes. And its wood can also be used for other purposes. It takes long time to fully mature. It takes long time to fully mature, and I feel like I identify with that. My nature is that I don't rush into things. I just takes time to understand and fully mature into things. And I like providing shelter for others. I like providing assistance to others in terms of the fact that it kind of provides medical assistance to even other people. Eucalyptus tree, and also smells great. It's just a useful tree. That's why I like it. In many other forms. And then
last one.
And then a
What is
butterfly.
this?
Sorry?
What is this?
It's a butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yes.
See. Yeah, let's go on. Yeah.
A butterfly. I like butterflies because I never like to be caged. I always like to be free. I enjoy and like butterflies also because they can fly from one beautiful flower to the other beautiful flower. They smell great, they try different things, they are creative in their colors. One is green, the other one is blue. They just like make the atmosphere look colorful. And I relate to that because I always like colors in my life. And they are bright. They're just bright animals and they fly all over. Yeah, I relate to a butterfly. That's all for me.
Good. Beautiful. Yeah. Who is the next? Sam Kellyso. I have Sam Kellysos. Yeah.
Yes, I. Okay, that is the flower. I hope you can see my flower. I sent you via WhatsApp.
Yeah. Now I'm singing. Yeah.
Yeah, this flower shows there's a wind blowing to that flower. Also, there are what we call the feathers that are falling from the filaments. So when the wind is blowing, it will also blow to the other next flowers. So this is what we call pollination, being productive. So it's a matter of, here we are seeing a wind and the flower helping each other. Actually, the wind is helping the flower, it's helping me. So I like helping others. When this blew, it will go to the other flowers and then they will also get pollinated.
Good.
Yeah, short. That's me. I'll be short. That's my flower. Okay, now it's the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, my tree shows you can see clouds bringing rain upon this tree. And also we can see some fruits from this tree. So it means this tree is fruitful. So even in my feelings, I feel like my future is coming through day by day when I see these fruits and the rain represents that someone else is helping me to bear these fruits. Then they are going to be eaten by Tabang. And that's that picture.
Good.
Helping others. But before I can help others, I must also be helped. That is the rain falling upon me, then I'll be able to bear fruits. I have a bed. It's an ugly picture, but I was trying to draw a flying bird, but showing happiness, enjoying itself. Yes, flying.
Yeah.
But the picture is not good. But you can see I was trying to draw some wings that the bird was flying.
Good. You have freedom in yourself. Good. Now I have who's this stage.
Let's see.
Tabani. 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 I have Tabani. Yeah.
Yeah, at first, I've sent you a flower.
Yeah.
Yes, and that flower, as you can see, we call it a daisy flower. I believe you call it a April bed flower.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And this flower, it gives welcome because it's yellowish in the middle and whitish in the outside. Just because we don't have color white in our crayons, I was supposed to color it white. Yes, this flower, it symbolizes childbirth. We usually we give to a mother when we welcome them when they from the hospital to deliver a baby. So it's a welcome flower.
I see.
And it symbolizes a new beginnings.
I see.
Yes, symbolize purity as we give it to welcome babies. And it symbolizes innocence because babies are innocent.
Oh,
And
that
yes,
makes innocent. I didn't know that. Yeah.
yeah, they are so innocent. And it symbolizes love. You know, when you are lactating and you see there's that hormone that is being released, so-called what's the name of the hormone, guys? When we are lactating, there is that hormone that is being released, the hormone of love. Yes.
I see. Yeah. I see.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So in another picture, there is a tree. And this is a pine tree.
Oh.
As you can see, the pine tree is tall. Yes. It's very, very tall. And it the roots, they are so deep. So now, as you can see, the more the roots, the depth of the roots determines the length of the tree. So now, before you start, before you call yourself an art therapist, as you said, it's just say it's only the beginning. So you cannot go around and tell people you're an art therapist as yet, because at first you have to build the capacity. You know, you need to be capacitated to be. You must have what it takes to be a therapist. Before you go and help others, you have to know your story. So you have to, yeah. That I was trying to out. Yeah. Then with the tree, as you can see, the roots are very deep and there is a trunk. Out of that trunk, when you read the Bible in the book of Genesis, and God said to a man, when he put a man in a garden of Eden, he said, cultivate the land. Now we are sitting, there is a desk in front of me, and it's made of wood. And he didn't say there is a wood. So out of the garden, out of the cultivation, you can cultivate whatever you want. Out of the tree, you can get a desk, you can get a bed, you can get everything. So you will be productive once you have enough knowledge as an art therapist. So I should have take all the background and the knowledge before I help people. So it should be within me. So the last one, I'm sorry, I'm not a good drawer. but then I will explain because I'm good in explaining.
Yeah.
So I wanted to draw a lion. Draw a lion. In Africa, we call it a king of the jungle.
King of
A lion is not the biggest animal in the jungle. It's not the biggest animal in a jungle. It's not a tallest animal in a jungle. It's not a fastest animal in a jungle, but a lion is a king in the jungle. I was taken by the characteristics of a lion. A lion, you see, a lion is very, very, very brave. A lion is always willing to fight. You know, as to say, never stop dreaming, never stop chasing your dreams. You must always fight. A lion, you can hear a lion 5 miles away. So I told myself, when you say we should close our eyes, what comes in my mind is that I want to be a leader, yet I'm not the richest person, yet I'm not the cleverest person, yet I'm not the biggest person, yet my name is not known as yet. But then, in this world, I have to introduce myself. I have to make people to hear me. That will determine by the way I present myself into people. A lion is reserved. So that's why I took the characteristics of a lion. So I want to look all the characteristics of a lion. So I want to be heard in the world. The world should know me. I might be nothing today, but tomorrow when I die, the world will celebrate me. I will introduce myself. Thank you.
Good. Wow. If I want to be a great leader, well, I should copy the attitude of the lion. Yeah. It's the key of your paintings. Yeah. Good. And now I have what's 캐티시웨?
캐치웨.
네, 캐치.
치웨입니다.
네, 캐티시웨. Let's express your feelings. Okay.
Okay. The first picture. Can you
Okay.
see my picture?
Yeah, I can.
Very good. Take your hands. Okay. Those flower there, you can see that it is rooted. There's a picture of the Bible just where the roots are. And then on top, you can see the sun, and then the storm, and then heavy rains. I'm the type of flower that is rooted in Christ. That is why the roots are in the Bible. I do not do things in my own understanding. Storms, rain, and sun resembles difficult times and tribulations in my life, but still the flower looks intact with no leaf falling. And that means through all what I've been through, I'm not shaken nor swayed. I still remain the same and strong because my source of living is Christ, who gives me strength to withstand everything. That is why my flower is always green and all that, even during winter and all that.
Oh, beautiful.
And then, okay, and then you said we should draw a tree.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, when you look at the picture, there's this big tree. And then you see there are also those small trees under
the big tree.
Mm.
So I'm the type of tree that allows other people to grow and bear fruits. I like seeing people being successful in life. At times I find myself spending the last that I have just to make somebody else a better person.
Mm.
I empower a lot of people on how to survive on their own, not relying on donors. When you look at that tree, it's just an old tree supporting the younger ones, and that is therapeutic, seeing people become successful on their own, knowing that we'll help them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And then you see my animal there. Please look at my animal. I'm not going to show the class my animal because I'm very bad at drawing, but you can see it, right?
Impala.
Yes, that animal.
Mm.
You know how an impala is. You know what an impala is, right?
Mm.
Just a harmless, although at times I feel like I could just talk or best, but I just decide to walk away when I see people invading my peace. I cry a lot. So when a lion attacks impala, because a lion feeds on other animals, so when Tabangi comes to attack me, I just don't interact or be at loggerheads with him. What I do is that I just walk away from Tabang and then find my corner where I will cry. Yeah, that's the type of animal I am.
Good. Yeah, very good. The key is on all three, supporting the younger ones. That is key of your painting, your drawings. And when I see people invading my piece, I cry a lot. It's for the people. I think so. Yeah, good.
Yeah, crying is therapeutic.
Mm.
It helps. It suits the soul.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Now I have,
Fish.
who is left? Who is left?
Band-Aid.
Yeah, let's okay, let's.
Well, my first flower is a rose flower.
Mm.
This is
Okay,
the flower.
yeah, go on.
Roses bring smile on people's face. They brighten their days. I want to be a kind of a person who impacts people positively, bring them joy and happiness, and remove sadness. That's the flower I want to be. And then that tree, I'm sorry, it's an apple tree. Reason I drew an apple tree is because apple trees have tiny stems which make them flexible. This is a good trait because I also want to be flexible to learn new things, and I also want to be flexible in helping people. And then I have a dog, which is the animal I love and wish to be. Dogs are the most loving and loyal animal. A dog will protect you from risk, or a dog will protect you from harm. Risk its own life for the owner. You feed a dog once or twice and it will forever be grateful to you. I also believe I would love to be a dog because dogs are helpful in everything, because we're sleeping at night, but then dogs will be awake trying to protect us. I love helping people, and I believe dogs are the best animals. Thank you so much.
Oh, beautiful. The key is I am flexible in learning new things, and I am flexible with providing help. That is your inner self. Yeah. And one more, dogs are most loving and loyal animals. It will protect you from harm, risk. It's the key of your product. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Who will be the next?
It's done by
No more?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Here is my flower. I initially wanted to draw a rose. So I've decided to draw 4 different pictures.
Mm.
In the first picture,
Mm.
it's myself. When I grew up, I was a very beautiful flower,
Mm.
growing, seeing myself as a successful woman. But then, because of certain challenges and circumstances, at some point in time, the beautiful flower lost its glow, as seen in the second picture. But then, being me, being a strong woman as I am, I was able to overcome the challenges.
Mm.
And I was able to gain my glow again,
Mm.
as seen in the third picture.
Mm.
So now I'm a very beautiful flower, a
Mm.
very strong flower
Mm.
with a lot of branches.
Mm.
So I see myself as a woman that is successful
Mm.
and going to be successful in the future. Then this is a picture of my tree.
Mm.
So this is a very strong tree.
Mm.
It's big and has very strong roots.
Mm.
The reason I drew this picture is because I feel like now I'm a very strong person.
Mm.
Yes, I'm one person who is able to face my challenges.
Mm.
Yes, come up with solutions
Mm.
to overcome any challenge.
Oh,
Yes, so this is my animal. I wanted to draw a cheetah.
beautiful.
Yes, a cheetah is a fastest animal.
Mm.
So I'm seeing myself as a running cheetah,
Mm.
chasing goals, my career goals.
Mm.
So I feel like I'm running at a very high speed
Mm.
to achieve my dreams.
Mm. To achieve your dream. Yeah. The main point is I managed to overcome all the challenges and circumstances. You are very strong and growing every day. Yeah. And I think you want to run at a very high speed. Yeah. That's the key. Very good and beautiful product. Yeah. Thank you. Now, no more. We have one more. Finish? Finish. Yeah. Yeah. You did very good. Now, you are what you expressed today. What you are expressed today. Flower, tree, animal. Yeah. Drawings are just tools for expressing thought. Do you understand? Drawings are tools for expressing your thought, your inner self. Can you understanding?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. This is the main point I want you to understand today. Drawing is the only tool to look person's inner self. Yeah. Now I'm going to have, I'll give 5 minutes to have some rest. You just take some breath. You did very big walk today. Yeah. After 5 minutes, we'll talk about today's walk. Yeah. After 5 minutes, we'll see.
Giving us 5 minutes. Even if it's nearly violent too. Zela sote in Shama house. But anyway, yes.
We'll shoot a very cool slap. A person cool slap. No one cool slap. Who is? And I think, oh,
Right, we start.
That's it. I'm walking there and come along. When the side of us died, that's in there. So it's a girl, but it's going to be very interesting.
No, it's really good. No, it's really good. Oh.
Nani nje nsiliana la mambo.
At least you know, you don't have 400. Yeah, now.
Uma ngalukuthi some labadala they will find it interesting. Anita, you have a lot of things in your therapy room, yabona. And then drawing is not the only one. Anita, there's a lot. There's music, there's writing, and then drawing, and then singing. ungamniketa ukuthi play the instrument or sing. Atichuzele yena. Angithi you will have a lot of in your therapy room. Yes.
Exposure.
Angithi-ke mani kunelibumba. You have libumba in your room. You understand? Utambona angithi lo muntu ulusile. Utambona sekaqala bumba le whatever that he's going through. Lokho umcabanga yes. So definitely batobumba vele. Then so uyabona ukuthi we express yes. Yeah, development plan psychology.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
It's very turbulent.
okay. Let's read together as yesterday. This is the main point of development psychology. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah. Please read one by one, by chapter. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you.
Can you hear us? Hello.
Okay. Can you hear?
Can you hear us? Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Why? Your phone. Sure, share.
Can you send via WhatsApp?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's
my
good.
screen.
Please wait. Please wait till I send.
Open the notes on the screen so that you will take.
Did you receive? Receive?
Please open the notes.
Open on the screen.
Yes, we received.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Please read one by one. Yeah.
Development psychology. The
Okay.
process by which an individual develops psychological structures and functions through the experience of interacting with his or her environment according to the biological maturity process. This process involves the interaction of a variety of factors, genetically determined sequence of maturation, innate potential, environmental impact, and individual experience. In psychoanalysis, the term refers to the growth process in which major psychological structures, original, self, superego, are formed through interaction with the environment, while maturation process refers to the physical and mental growth of innate and genetic potential apart from external environmental factors.
Okay. Let's go. Who is the next?
However, these differences become somewhat ambiguous as they realize that the interaction that individuals have with the environment play an important role in both maturity and development. Development has been considered from various perspectives according to the development scheme devised by specific researchers. The most well-known is Fred's psychological perspective, 1905. This view assumes that there are continuous stages of libido, desire, oral, anal, and in childhood development, each of which is mainly based on body areas and organs related to sexual satisfaction. Some psychoanalysts have come up with concepts about the stages of reaction between mother and infant, realizing the importance of objects in development. Infants were considered to achieve solid motherhood and develop self and superego function along this step. For example, there are concepts such as indicators and organizers. Separation individual and development line. Similar attempts have been made with regards to the stages of development of self, gender identity, and reality, but these have not been clearly described and widely accepted. These diagrams all contain the idea that the development process proceeds in a predictable and continuous manner. These are commonly referred to as a stage or phase.
The terms phase and phase are used interchangeably in the psychological or libido development scheme and separation individuation scheme. And there seems to be no significant difference in their meaning. Both terms refer to a particular structure, function, or period of normal development of behavior. The newly emerging elements in each step are integrated with the similar elements in the previous step, and these are reorganized again in the next step. Freud proposed the first developmental schematic in terms of libido development, but in 1983, he found it difficult to clearly distinguish each step in libido development. He acknowledged that steps can be replicated and that the characteristic behavior of one step can appear in another. Recent observations made by some scholars have raised questions about the whole stage model, which they argue is difficult to apply the concept of stage, at least for certain elements of personality.
Let's continue.
The stages of development related to libido, object relationships, self-concept, and structure must be distinguished from stages of the life cycle. The latter refers to an explanation of the physical and psychological characteristics of various periods of life within the full range of the degree of dependence, independence, and the level of adaptation to life tasks and responsibilities. Current life cycle stages are divided into early childhood, which is 0 to 3 years, early childhood, 3 to 6 years, latent childhood, which is 6 to 12 years, adolescence, 12 to 18 years, and adulthood. These steps are often classified into lower levels. However, in psychoanalysis literature, infancy often refers to the first 5 years of life.
Okay. Who is the next? Who is the next? Sam Kelly, please.
Developmental schematic or theoretical framework for understanding development is the concept of developmental lines by Anna Freud, 1963 to 1965. An elaboration of the words Freud often used. Anna Freud thought that more was needed to evaluate a child's personality than any isolated perspective, such as a libido perspective or intelligent development. To understand the complexity of the developmental process, he viewed specific clusters of behaviors as metaphorically structural units and the developmental trajectory of these units as lines. He described development as a series of predictable, interrelated, connected, overlapping, and developing tendencies. In these theories, the behavioral cluster that determines personality consists of complex psychological units that reflect the original function, self and the superego components, along with adaptive, dynamic, and genetic influences. In her view, the content that constitutes a particular part of a child's personality shows the interaction between desire, self, superego, and environment. From a complex perspective, this shows a solid picture of the individual's achievements or failures in personality development. The tendency to move from dependency to emotional independence and the mature object relationships is typical. There is also a tendency to move from irresponsibility to responsibility for physical care, from one's body to toys, and from play to work. Since the development line is generally regarded as an innate potential within the self and the original ability, it is assumed that there is a general consensus among the several small lines. However, Anna Freud stressed that personality distortion and inconsistency can occur due to the fact that these rules often do not develop at the same rate. These discrepancies are the results of complex interactions between factors such as environment conditions, rate of maturity, conflict, defense, and regression.
Okay, let's continue. Yeah. Sabang?
In general,
Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah. Sorry.
in general psychology, if general psychology is the field of studying normal adult mental function one, developmental psychology is the field of studying these mental functions from the perspective of development. In other words, it deals with the development of mind and behavior from the fetus to the infant, childhood, and adolescence to adults.
Okay, let's yeah.
Developmental psychology, which mainly deals with the pre-adult periods, is a subfield of psychology with many overlapping parts in child studies and education. Graduate schools major in developmental psychology is divided back into normal and abnormal development. Normal development literally deals with normal development. And abnormal development deals with mental disorders, see ideally psychology, and treatment in childhood or adolescence. Those who majored in normal development mainly work in educational research institutes and companies to study on various topics such as attachment, self-esteem, intelligence, personality, see personality psychology, and brain development. On the other hand, in the case of abnormal development, play therapy is mainly performed for children and hospitals or private treatment centers. Psychologists' research on infants and children began in earnest during World War II because of the great influence of the World War II. Many children were mentally and physically ill, even though they provided these orphans with the necessary food and shelter and good hygiene. Until then, I thought that the guarantee of consciousness was a necessary and sufficient condition for survival. But the effects of parental absence were very serious, orphans and serious emotional problems, and some died without clear reasons. This led to many psychologists conducting studies on children, including attachment. Of course, many philosophers had spoken from an educational point of view before the 20th century, but their argument is far from a scientific psychology approach centered on subjectivity and empirical evidence. The main subject of developmental psychology are infants and children. But as time goes by, studies on adults and the elderly are increasing, which is a natural phenomenon that occurs as the elderly population increases. In the past, only the process from fetus to adult was developed. And the process after adult was dominated by the idea of degenerate. However, psychologists studying the elderly have gained a lot of evidence that the aging process after adulthood cannot be seen as a simple decline in function. In some areas, it has been argued that the elderly are better than the young. For example, the areas of analysis, integration, reasoning, and problem-solving skills of events. As these findings and arguments have accumulated, the interest of developmental psychologists has expanded beyond childhood to lifespan development.
Source or reference. Everything you want to know in psychology. Now go. Soulmates, the author tried to capture the position of psychology as a possible discipline while meeting the public expectation of psychology to some extent. Concepts and factors affecting development. Understanding of development. The concept of development. Development means the aspect and process of all changes that are made through the whole life from the moment of correction to death, when human life begins. The process of developmental change includes all human characteristics such as body, brain, intelligence, thinking, language, personality, sociality, emotion, and morality. The developmental process throughout human life includes quantitatively increasing certain characteristics, functional competence, and quantitatively decreasing with more complex structures and negative changes in function and structure. In the past, the development of child and adolescence is a positive change, while the development of old from middle age to old age is a negative change due to decline. However, recent studies have shown that positive development continues in many areas such as analysis, integration, reasoning, and problem-solving ability in old age. Therefore, the simple schematic of increase and decline that considers that human developmental changes change positively or negatively depending on the time period does not show the developmental process properly. Concept of development. Growth and maturation are concepts closely related to development. For a while, growth has been mainly accepted as a concept that means a positive change in physical characteristics, but growth and development are regarded as the same concept that can be used interchangeably, just as the term intellectual growth is not unfamiliar. Maturity refers to the mechanism by which genetic factors direct the development process. Therefore, conceptually, maturity is limited to developmental changes made by genetic characteristics that are completely unrelated to the influence of the environment. However, in the course of human development, can there be a change that is entirely dependent on maturity without being affected by the environment? Is controversial. Principles of development. There is a certain order in development and it is cumulative. Development proceeds in a certain direction, up, down, center, peripheral, overall, and detail. There are individual differences in development. Development continues, but the pace is not the same. There is a crucial period in development, best time sensitivity. Development goes through a process of differentiation and integration. Each area of development is closely related to each other. Physical motor function development, perceptual development, cognitive development, language development, memory development, personality development, social development, and emotional development.
Good. You should read this paper. You are reading is the main point of developmental, the concept of development and development psychology. It has been, I have been organized this paper for easy reading. Yeah, please read it open later on. Yeah, please remember this concept. Yeah, we have to remember the concept of development and concept of development psychology. Yeah, see now. After finishing this class, as you did yesterday, we have to express our feelings. Yeah? Today's feelings. So you did very good and big work today. I think it's very hard to you all, but we have no much time to do work like artwork. You see, that is why I was asked. Yeah. So now we are going to express our feelings for today class. See, yeah. Let's continue. Please express and please talk one by one, yeah. But each, oh, good. Oh, good.
Afternoon once again.
Good afternoon. This is already going to noon. Yeah. Midnight.
First and foremost, we would like to apologize for being late in class. We had problems with transport, but that's not an excuse. We are truly sorry. And for the class today, it was truly enlightening because I get to learn more about my colleagues as they were describing themselves and the kind of animals and all the things they were saying. And I feel like we will use that as we continue with the learning, because now I know I have a clear idea or a clear understanding of each one of them, what they like, who they are, how they grew up. So it was really a learning curve, and I am grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. This class, actually, this class is my big pleasure. You see, for me, it's my big pleasure. It's for me, it's also opportunity to having some work to do with you. Yeah, it's big opportunity, and it is the first time to be with you. That's why I'm so very grateful also. Yeah,
We're
let's
also
continue.
grateful.
Thank you.
Okay, for me, well, I'm sorry too, I was late with them.
Yeah.
For me, it was a little uncomfortable because, like, for instance, when we were writing the assignment, who am I? I was not expecting that I was going to have to share it in front of everyone to hear. So for me, that was a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
And I kind of felt like some of the things that we tell you on paper are just for you to read, but I'm getting to understand that maybe we have to get used to the fact that we will be sharing some of the things. So for me, today was a little uncomfortable because of that, but I understand why probably we have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday we discussed about confidentiality. Do you remember that? That's why, yeah, that's why you don't worry about sharing the story of yours. You see? Yeah. Do you understand it now?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Let's continue.
Okay, yeah. For me, I think today was much better than yesterday. Yeah, except that it took me some time to adjust because I was late, and we are sorry about that, but Sundays are very, very challenging for some of us. We play vital roles in our churches, and when it's time that you have to go, it becomes very difficult that you just leave and all that. Yeah. So my mind in the beginning was really upside down because of that. And yeah, now I'm a little bit out because it's thundering outside and I'm afraid of thunder. But besides that, the class, it's okay. And I'm learning new things from my fellow natural scientist next to me, Mr. Lion and Mr. Bear. So yeah, and it's really it's nice. Yeah.
Is
And
it
you get to
nice?
learn on how to raise those differences and all that. So yeah, I think it's a great close. Can you see that?
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah. Next.
Okay. Today we had a very good lecture. It was flowing.
Oh, I can hear you. Please. I can hear you.
Okay.
Please speak more loudly. Yeah.
We had a very good class today. Everything was flowing, and the information we got today was really helpful. And it was so interesting to get some of the information from our colleagues. Yes, everything was fine today.
Good. Thank you. Sam Kelly, so?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the lecture. Although today it was extremely hot, so there are no aircons here, so it was hectic. But thanks for the lecture. For me, I will say the lectures are good, but I like when now to see when we are reading the developmental psychology. I like when I read, then you explain. Maybe, or we read all the notes, then you summarize in explanation so that I can get it. Yeah. So now it's just like I was reading through, but when you explain, I accept that I get it more clear. Then maybe I can have even a question. Even now, if you can ask a question, I cannot ask any because I was just reading. So you can read, then you sum up, maybe 10 minutes to summarize. But yeah. Otherwise, thank you so much. The lecture was good. Maybe with time I will be used to how you lecture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. This curriculum is the art therapy counseling project. You see? That's why the theory is only for the basic tool to your. Yeah. You should learn more yourself. You see? I have to focus on art therapy counseling. Do you understand? Yeah. If you have any question, if you have any confusion, please don't worry to disturb me. Please ask me through WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope it's clear.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no need to worry about it. You just ask. Yeah. And then I'll answer I explain all things you want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. To emphasize on what you are saying, actually, I think him and me, basically, we don't have much of a background on counseling because we are more on the science part. So what you were saying was that we wanted like to emphasize on the gist of the presentation, as to say what is important, what is the take-home message. So, but anyway, it was a great lecture. We gained a lot actually, because today was better than yesterday, because yesterday we were so anxious as how are you going to learn, how are things and everything. That's why we're a little bit startled. But today, now we are calm, we are adapting. So as actually, this thing of I'm not good in drawing, but then now it gives me a challenge. So I'm always up for a challenge. As to say, like at first to say, think of yourself as a flower, think of yourself as a tree, think of yourself as an animal. As to say, like in everything that is happening around, and so there is a message in everything. Like that's why I used to tell people actually that in everything there is a message. You can learn one or two in everything that is happening around you. It might not make sense to you on that particular time, but as time goes by, it will make sense. One day, God said to Moses, when the Bible reads, as long as Moses' eyes were not gazing on the burning bush, the Lord never spoke. As to say, the moment the Lord started to speak, the moment he paid attention. So now you said, like, think yourself as a tree. So, okay. So there is a message actually in everything. There is a message you can get from an animal. There is a message you can get from a flower. Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah. Patience.
Hi.
Hello.
Today was truly amazing. I've learned a lot. My coming here is not the same. My bag is full, so I'm going to use what I got in my workplace and practice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. I just passed this. Please read this. Patience. You are very close to me. Monitor. Yeah.
Sorry.
Can you read? Can you read?
Oh, okay, I can. Humans cannot be perfect, nor can they be perfect, because humans are just humans, not God. Therefore, there is only one Buddha, Jesus Christ. Human beings should only do their best to listen to the voice of their own best being, the self. We must live according to our conscience and do good works.
Good. Now I'm writing some. First read also.
I hope you will find a way to recognize yourself and help others while studying in this curriculum.
Good. And now I'm also writing some. Okay. Miss Patience?
Please, please scroll down, scroll up or down, I'm not sure.
Okay.
The message, I can't see the whole.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, I should start where it says, I sincerely hope. No, the message is not.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
안 보이세요, 교수님? No problem.
그 my curriculum would be 이거 했잖아요.
네.
Slightly.
그거
Practice
한번 다시 읽어보라고 한 거예요. My curriculum.
my curriculum. Can you read again? My curriculum
Okay.
would be.
My curriculum will be appropriate for a slightly headed intellectuals class.
Yes.
However, I hope you will find your strengths and weaknesses through this curriculum and become a strong person who can heal your wounds well.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling. Okay. Yeah. Now we have 10 minutes more. If you have any question, please texting through WhatsApp and this curriculum is, for me, this curriculum is also big investment, you see? Yeah. I want to share my career to you. I hope, I pray for this curriculum will be successful. Yeah. I'm always pray. Today I went to Catholic Church also. I prayed. Only thing I want to be successful in this curriculum with you, 7 of you. So now I'm going to finish my class. Can I finish? Okay, so today also thanks a lot to you all and thanks to me. Yeah, I'm going to finish and then I love you. Love you. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you next week. See you next week. Yeah.
감사합니다.
아, 감사합니다. Thank you. 감사합니다. But you should be on time. Next week, I'll not wait. I cannot wait more. You see? You should be on time, please. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
네, 수고하셨습니다. 그러면 수업 마치겠습니다.
네, 박사님 감사합니다. 네.